wondering why I'm sitting over here. I know, I'm player 4. He gave us those names. Anyway, we're doing something a little different. This is a new show. Technically, it's half of our old show. But it's a new show because it's going to be a new video each week. So, we'll start with the introductions first. You're now watching What You've Been Watching, What You've Been Playing, a show that we have every week. Every week-ish. We're being honest. On the Searching for Players Network. My name is Dallas. I am player 4. I know nothing about video games, but I'm learning. We also have Alina, player 3. She knows... Oh, nope. See? It's messing me up. She's player 2. She knows more about video games. A lot more. She plays them and loves them. And then there's David, player 1, who knows a lot about video games. Just as much as Alina, because he plays them and loves them. And now we're going to talk about what we've been watching and what we've been playing. Thanks for tuning in. Did you like my intro?
That's great.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It's not as good as yours, but, you know, I'm trying something.
You'll get there.
Yeah. So, have we been watching and or playing a lot this week?
Not a lot.
Playing a lot.
Yeah?
Watching technically a lot, but nothing that's that worth interesting. Worth mentioning.
Okay. Ooh, are you, like, slightly ashamed?
No. Nothing like that.
Guilty pleasure?
No,
like, I don't...
No, just all the big shows, their big season finales are happening and stuff. So I've been finishing up all the, like, regular TV series. Okay. I just don't feel like I have to dive into every single one. That would take forever.
Yeah, that would take forever. You watch a lot of TV shows.
I do.
Yeah. So I mean, but that's why you're part of this crew.
Yeah.
See what I did there? Mm-hmm. All right, let's start with Alina.
Okay.
What have you been watching and playing? Or playing?
So, I recently saw Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
And we'll probably get into it.
Yes, we will.
Yesterday, I saw. Finally got a chance to just go check it out, so we went. And it was really good. We said before that probably didn't like it as much as the first one, but I still really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. It's still a really good movie, so I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. It's just a movie that I really like.
Yeah, it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
I saw it myself. It was, I didn't love it as much as the first. Mm-hmm. I think, you said earlier, like, you know what to expect now, and I'm like, well, yeah, it was enjoyable. I'm not saying it wasn't. I really liked it. Do I love it? Do I want to watch it again? Not really. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's just me.
No, yeah, I think I feel the same.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't even think I saw the first one more than once. Did you see him more than once?
I think I've seen... No, I think you're right. I think I only saw it once. Maybe I saw, like, a clip or two here somewhere.
I did buy the soundtrack and then never listened to it.
But to be fair, you probably heard all of those songs a million times before the movie came out.
So what did you think about this set of songs?
They were good. They came out the gate with, in the first movie with, like, all those feel-good songs. Mm-hmm. And the songs that everybody loves that just kind of have that pug beat. So this one, like, it was the second set of, like, really popular songs.
Yeah.
They were good, but it was definitely the second set.
Right. Not as good.
Not as good. It was the what's in sports balls, the B squad, B team. That's what it is, right?
The B team of songs.
Is it B team?
I don't know. I haven't seen that movie.
Yeah, or varsity, junior varsity, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Yeah. It was
B team. Yeah.
B team. Yeah. Sports ball. Yeah.
Was it? Because I haven't seen it yet. Was it as funny as the first one?
There were more emotional, trying to be more dramatic than funny. Yeah. Although there were some good funny moments, but it felt like it wasn't going for that as much as the last time.
Yeah, they were really trying to play up the connections between the characters, especially family ties. That is a big plot theme. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. That is a big theme in this movie. So, I mean, like, it was good. It was good. Mm-hmm. Thumbs up.
What about you for the first one? As far as the question of, like, how many times did you see it?
So, in the theater, I only saw it once. Okay. I rarely go see movies more than once now. But that's, I own it on Blu-ray, and that's one that I'll watch like randomly. Like I've seen it probably 2 or 3 more times on Blu-ray, just because it is fun. It's funny. It's entertaining. Like I know it's sort of an odd comparison, but I think it's like the superhero version of Star Wars to a certain extent. I know it's not quite as classic as Star Wars, but it's just fun. It's a fun movie to watch again and again. So hopefully I'll get to see the second one soon. Sneak off and go see it.
Gotta see all the trailers, or have you seen them all already?
No. I always I avoid spoilers as much as possible. Okay. But I know there's like 5 or so
there's
teasers
a bunch
at the end of the credits. So
the teasers, but I meant like trailers before the movies. You
mean actually sitting and watching the trailers?
Yeah, I don't watch trailers outside of going to the theater.
Gotcha.
So
sometimes
for me, I'm like, oh my god, all these friggin' trailers, but
right. Yeah, sometimes I'll watch the first trailer for a movie, but like when they're on their 3rd or 4th trailer, I'm like, I've seen enough. I don't want to, I don't want to be spoiled or have things ruined for me. So I want to see the first trailer, get excited for a movie, and then I'm good. So
yeah, I'm the same. I'm like, just show me that little teaser. That's all I need. It's fine. I'll be excited, then I'll go see it, and then I won't have all these trailers thrown at me until it actually.
Especially with comedies, when they show all the funniest bits in the trailer, and then you're like, oh yeah, I remember that from the trailer. Saw that coming. So
yeah.
Yeah. I hate when they leave like the funniest part of a trailer out and it's not in the movie.
Yes.
You're like, what? This is why I came to see the movie. And now you're not letting me laugh at this moment? So mad.
Then they did a lot with like Star Wars, and they were like, there's all this stuff that's going to happen, and it's like, none of that stuff happened.
I don't remember seeing that at all.
Yeah. I don't know why they did that. Anyway, that's what I've been watching. Mm-hmm. Other than a few seasonal shows that are finishing up. Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, yeah.
There's that one. I'm always sad when that one ends. Like, that one's my favorite. But as far as I've been playing, just Neir still. Pretty much, that's about it. Finally beat it completely.
Okay. Wait, were you trying to 100% this game?
Yes.
Okay.
And, to be fair, I did not completely 100% this game. There are just a couple of things really hard that I wasn't going to grind for. There were 2 trophies that I did not get legitimately. I went to the shop and I bought them. But all the other ones are all my doing, so...
How do you buy them?
So, sort of spoilery, but, like, whatever. After you beat the game, like, there's the... Okay. The game has 5 real endings.
Right.
A, B, C, D, E. And then there's A through Z, which are all different endings.
They're like different variations on...
Right, but like F through Z are just sort of little in-game things that you can do to get an ending. Mm-hmm. But it's not any of the real endings.
Gotcha.
So once you get to like C or D, you unlock a shop where you can just buy trophies.
Like the actual trophies?
The actual trophies.
Like... Okay.
So it's like the 2 trophies I got were like catch 20 different fish or whatever. And fishing is so tedious and it's really boring. And it's just like, I wasn't about... Okay, I beat the game at like 50... Oh, I don't remember how many hours I spent beating like A through D or whatever. Maybe 50. I ended at almost 90, where I'm at now.
So 40 hours of miscellaneous
right,
stuff.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So I wasn't about to spend another 20 hours doing fishing quest.
Right.
I think I had like 13% fish, and I was like, this is not gonna. So I bought that one, and they all cost like in-game money. So it's like if you want to buy them, they're all pretty expensive. So either you have to sell whatever items or go make money and stuff. And then I bought one that was like, you have pods in the game, which are little battle bots that kind of follow with you. And there's 3 of them, and you can upgrade them 3 different levels. And finding the upgrade items to do that is also very tedious. Very rare items. So it's just like, I don't want to do this. Either like I'm done with the game, like I don't even need these battle things at this point. Like, whatever. So this is the only 2 I bought.
That's crazy to me, though. Has there ever been a game before that allows you to purchase the trophies or achievements?
I have no idea.
I've never even heard of that before.
That sounds like you guys got some research to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's just so like out of left field. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even. But I mean, I guess that makes sense for Neir.
Yeah.
Neir loves doing kind of off the wall stuff like that, but that's just crazy to me. I've never even heard of something like that where you can buy the trophies.
Yeah. Yeah, we should look that up. Think about that. To me, it just comes to me because I'm like, whatever, Neir.
Yeah.
Silly game. Like, sure.
In-game currency. You can buy this achievement.
Yeah.
Add to your gamer score. And it's like, what?
What? Yeah.
They probably knew, like, these people don't want to fish. They've spent 60 hours.
And the thing is, for PS4, like, it will screenshot when you get a trophy. So it's like, if you go through your friend's trophies and you can see the screenshot at which they earn that trophy, it's just like, you're just standing at the shop, or you're just, like, on the shop screen. So it's very obvious that it's like, okay, you didn't legitimately get these trophies or whatever.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before. That's crazy to me.
We should definitely look that up.
Yeah, and then I also want to know, like, how many other people probably bought those 2 specific trophies.
Right.
I'm assuming you're not the only one of, like, you know what, I'm done fishing.
I really wanted to. Matt was just like, just go get that ending. Will you please go get ending E? Because he got it before I did. And I was like, no, I'm going to 100% this. I'm so set on doing this. And so there's like different, I don't remember all the things, but it's like archives, novels, which is really easy to get, and weapon stories, which is one of the harder ones because you have to get every weapon, and then you have to buy all the upgrades for all the weapons. That also unlocks a secret boss. So I definitely wanted to do that just to get the boss thing, which is so much payoff. Very emotional.
Do you need a moment? Should we give you a moment right now?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Just remembering makes me sad. So, weapons, units, so like enemies that you fight, all count towards your unit data. And I capped at 95 because I went through a list. I printed out a list. Yes. I printed a physical list. And I was like,
old school.
All right, let's do this. Because I can't do it like computer to,
right.
You know, I need a freaking checklist. So I was like, okay.
And it's satisfying.
Yes.
Check stuff.
Yes.
Out.
So I have my like 8 pages of units. And I'm sitting there in front of the PS4. And I'm like, okay, next. Okay, I got that one. Okay, I got that one. Okay, I need this one. And this one, this one, this one. So I went through like everything, and I had, 10 that I hadn't gotten like, when I started. Because there's this quest that you have to go, and in order to complete it, because I wanted to complete 100% quests.
Right.
You have to get, I didn't know what the percentage was, but I think Matt told me at some point, and he's like, oh, it's just 95. So I was like, if you get 95% units, you can go complete that quest. I was like, yes. So like when I beat one, and it was like, when I went searching to go find whatever other units, and I was like, unit data updated, and I was like, yes, I immediately would check, and I'm just like, how many do I have now? And it was like 95%, and I'm like, I'm gone, I'm going, gonna go get this. So
did you platinum it?
Yes,
you did. Okay,
because I got everything, and then I bought those 2.
Nice.
So it's like my first platinum ever.
Nice.
Feels really good. Matt was like, I don't think I've ever seen you play this much of a game ever. I was like, he's like 80 plus hours. He's like, that's freaking ridiculous for you. And I'm like, yeah, other than like Monster Hunter, which I know I've had like 100 something hours on before, but a game like an RPG, something like that, where it's just like, yeah, he's like, I've never seen you play. But I'm sure I've played games before, but lately I just lose that. Whatever. Anyway,
awesome. It's always good to like discover a game that rekindles your passion for gaming.
And of course, you guys all knew how excited I was for this game. So yeah, I'm just obsessed with it.
I'm glad it didn't disappoint you.
No, not at all. I think Neir Automata was like technically a better game, but Neir, as far as themes and story and emotional gripping moments, way better. Just because there's more connection with the characters and between the characters than there was, I felt, with Automata. So I didn't connect as well with like 2B and 9S as much as I did with like Neir and Kaine and Emil. And Grimoire Vice, which is like a book that follows you around and can talk. I know. But
look, I mean, I know that it's RPG, there's fishing, there's a whole bunch of quests, there's a whole bunch of side things, and a book that can talk. I'm totally in.
Oh, yeah.
This game makes so much sense to me.
So, like, I want everyone to experience, like, Neir before they play Automata, but I'd like to hear from somebody who played Automata first and maybe went back to the first game, or... Because there's just things where it's like, you wouldn't understand what they're even talking about, because they just talk about characters from the old game, and someone playing it would be like, who's this character, or whatever. So.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, of course, in a sequel, you're not going to get as much out of it unless you played the first one, but there wasn't enough that I feel like you wouldn't be able to get, because it's a whole other story with a whole set of characters, and very little has to do with, or callbacks have to do with the old game. Anyway.
So now, like, life after Neir.
Man, I don't know.
What is
I
that
come
like?
home and I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself, because I would just turn on Neir and, like, go... You know.
Persona 5.
I know. So I bought Persona 5.
Yes.
And I'm not touching it until after Acon. Because
Okay.
I have to, like, buckle down and finish art and, like, get it printed and all that stuff.
Right,
so I can
right.
have things to sell, because I've been playing Neir on my off time instead of drawing. So, so now I have to, like, take these 2 weeks and just be like, okay. And then when I come back, I can start Persona 5. So another... many hour game that hopefully I will finish.
100 hours at least.
Yeah. So we'll see. But I greatly enjoyed Neir. It was a great game. And the ending was good. And my boyfriend was disappointed in the final choice that I made. But it's fine. He was like, it speaks so much of you as a person that you did this thing. And I'm like, I couldn't do the thing.
Keeping it vague, no spoilers.
Yeah. So people who have done NDE know what I'm talking about, but, like, I couldn't do it, but I'm gonna do it, okay? I'm gonna do it. I just spent a lot of time, and I just can't do it yet.
You need a respite. This is
Yeah.
your moment. And then you'll do the thing.
Yeah.
Make a different choice.
When I'm ready.
When you're ready.
Yeah.
And then you'll move on to Persona 5.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. That was a journey.
Yeah.
I'm glad you took us on the journey, and we got to experience your Neir experience episodically in the last I don't know 3 or 4.
Probably a 4-part podcast.
Yeah. Before we move on to you, David, and what you've been watching and what you've been playing, I forgot to mention that this seat is open. I think you're wondering, like, why did they just leave an empty chair there? It's for player 3, Alex. He might be walking in during this episode. He might not, but we're leaving it here for him when he wants to come in. So if you see, like, a random person walking in to sit down,
or
don't
magically
worry.
appears.
Just magically appear. Yeah. It's Alex.
Yeah.
So now that that's out of the way. David.
Yo.
What have you been watching and or playing since we last saw you?
So like I said, watching lots of random TV. Not worth diving into right now. I haven't really seen any movies or anything recently. But I've been playing a lot. First, I guess we should just get out of the way. Overwatch. They started another event, which I was not prepared for, because usually there's at least, 2 months between events at least. This one, it was like a month from the Uprising event, maybe a month. The Uprising event to the anniversary event. And, I mean, I know, obviously, it's for the anniversary, so I should have seen that coming. But it's been out for a year. So there's, 11 epic skins you can get, and they added a dance emote for every single character. So every character has their own unique dance. It's pretty funny to see some of the characters. Of course, Reaper, one of the characters I use a lot, he doesn't dance. He's too cool to dance, so he just sits there and kind of, taps his hand to some imaginary beat, But all the other characters have, full-on dances. Mercy does the hustle. And,
okay.
So.
Could you show us one of the dances?
I could not. I'm a little sore today.
I thought I'd ask.
I'm a little sore, otherwise, But, and the thing that's made it tricky is a bunch of my friends who I used to play with when it first came out have all decided to jump back on because of the anniversary event. So they're pulling me away from the other games that I want to play because there's an event and they're all on there. So it's like we're all getting on old school, getting all nostalgic for a year ago.
Guys, remember last year? 365 days ago? Good times.
It was good times. And we're having good times again. So it's been fun. And like I said, I wasn't prepared. So like the last event, I had like 5,000 gold saved up so I could buy stuff. But at the end of that event, I bought a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. I had exactly 0 gold when this event started.
Oh my god.
So I can't buy any of the stuff I want. So I've got to get it in loot boxes. So I've got to play. And it's
you
like,
gotta learn how to manage
spend
your
your
gold.
money.
I'm not going to spend real money. I'm not going to do it.
We'll see.
Wait. Hold on. Pause. Didn't you, on this very podcast, say, I don't mind throwing creators a couple of bucks here and there when the game is really good and it's a free game online?
Yeah. But see, this wasn't a free game, though.
It's
you
not
had
a free
to buy
game.
the game up front.
Okay.
And then spend additional money if you want to buy the loot boxes separate.
Okay.
Or you can just earn them in-game.
Okay.
Yeah. No, if it's a free game and it's a good free game, yeah, I don't mind throwing, because I got it for free. Let me throw you an extra $5, get some in-game goodies. And,
Okay.
But this was, I paid the $60 or whatever up front to get the game.
But wasn't that last year?
It was a year ago, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean...
And I've gotten years of enjoyment out of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you got $60. You got your $60 out of it.
Yeah.
You could spend a little more.
Peer pressure.
I like spending other people's money. It's fantastic.
Yeah. But so, of course, that's going on. Have you played it at all?
No.
No. Okay.
Matt's been playing it. He found a few people,
That he likes
like
playing
work
it.
friends and
Okay.
friends of work friends or something that play it. So he's been playing a lot.
They did. The only other interesting thing is they did add some more arena maps for those small. They have like 3v3 battles and 1v1. Originally, it was just Antarctica.
Mm-hmm.
They created new smaller maps
Thank
based
God.
on El Dorado, Eichenwald, and I think Anubis.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are the 3. So smaller maps where you can do those little 3-on-3 battles and stuff, which are fun.
Yeah.
But there's no big event this time like there was for Uprising or the Halloween one where they created a whole new game mode for you to play or whatever. But Overwatch, like I said, Overwatch has been drawing me away from these other games. Injustice 2, which if you've watched the podcast know I'm super excited for. I did get it, and I have played it. I already beat the single player story mode, which is not long. I think it took me between 5 and 6 hours to beat. But for a fighting game, it's extremely well done. Fighting games don't usually have good single player story modes. NetherRealm did Mortal Kombat. They did the first Injustice. They do these really good story driven single player experiences that explain why all these characters are fighting, and it's a lot of fun just to play through them. And I'm going to replay it because this one actually has branching things where superheroes team up, and they'll be like Green Arrow and Black Canary, and they're like, you want to take this one? And then it lets you choose, do you want to play as her or him? And then you play as her or you play as him. And at the end, there's a choice you have to make, which faction you want to side with and stuff. So it's I need to go back and make all the other choices.
That's fine.
So yeah. And I'm just going to say, because I doubt they're watching, but there's a couple guys that we were mad trash talking with before this game came out. We were in a text group together, friends from back in the day. We've gotten online, we played a little bit, but they've barely been on. They have done nothing to back up their trash talk. So I expect to see them jump back on there and actually play for real. Because we were just messing around with it.
A challenge.
So. Do you hear that? Shots fired.
But I do like it. It's interesting. The armor system is kind of cool. It's basically a way of customizing your characters for the single player content. It makes your character stronger and stuff like that. There is a multiplayer mode where the armor comes into effect, but most of the more competitive, the armor is purely cosmetic. Yeah. So it doesn't. So the battles are still even, but it makes your character look cool. And so the idea, I was working on Catwoman. I got this cool hood thing for her head instead of just her ears and stuff. And supposedly they're gonna have events. There's one coming up where you can unlock armor for Wonder Woman based on the armor from the new movie that's about to come out. Ooh. So they're going to do things like that. Cool. So I could see them doing one for the CW superhero shows where you could get those versions, because Black Canary, Arrow, Flash, they're all on their TV series. I could see them make versions that look like those characters and stuff, because you can replace heads, legs, chest pieces, armor, and stuff like that. So you can really get different versions of the characters. So it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. I just haven't been able to dive into it quite as much. Like when Mortal Kombat XL came out, their previous fighting game, I played that all the time. But there was nothing else at the time. Mm-hmm. Now I've got Overwatch, Injustice 2, and my other game, Persona 5, which I have been playing non-stop since it came out.
Yeah?
It's really good. Now, my time is limited, so I say nonstop. It's not like all day, every day. But it's really good. I think I'm about halfway through. I think I've put in around around 50 to 60 hours. My buddy who beat it said he wound up putting in close to 170 hours. Now, he did a lot. I think a lot of the stuff, I don't know if I'm going to go quite that extensive, but it's interesting. I know Alex Player 3, I wish he was here right now because I know he's been playing it, so I want to get some of his feedback. But, no, it's so good. Graphics, style. I mean, one word to describe the game, style. Mm-hmm. Like, the game has so much style. The menus are stylized. The characters have such a cool style. The music, everything is just so style. That's all I can think of to say is the word style. I love the turn-based combat. I know some people don't always like turn-based, but and I think I talked about this on our last podcast, but I have very few complaints. I just wish, like I think I had said the HUD was a little cleaner, and I wish they would show us a little more of the numbers in the back, all these things going on. I wish they would actually show you a little more of, okay, you need these many points to hit this. Yes. But, I mean, I really enjoy it. The story is so good. So you need to jump into it so we can talk about it. But
all my friends are talking about it, and it's all over my Twitter feed, and I'm just, like, trying so hard to stay away from spoilers, and I'm just like, stop. I've tried to block, like, almost every single, like, Persona term. And still showing up. And I'm just like, please don't. I don't want
it's good
to get ruined on.
And if you don't have a PS4, it's on PS3. And from what I understand, the differences are minimal. Just a lower resolution, slightly lower resolution. I think from 1080 to 720, and the load times are slightly longer. Otherwise, the game's like exactly the same. So, it's so good. And I haven't played it in like a week because of Overwatch and Injustice. So I'm like, I gotta get back into it. I may have to jump in there tonight, ignore Overwatch, which is hard to do, but and
you heard it here first.
And the problem is, it's like an avalanche. This Friday, Tekken 7 comes out.
Oh God!
Which I'm getting.
Man.
Which I have another group of friends, people who Injustice is a 2D fighter technically. Tekken 7 is a 3D fighter. So I have friends that don't like 2D fighters. So they're all going to get Tekken 7. So now they're going to be on and want me to play Tekken with them. We have people that want to play Overwatch. I want to dive into Injustice, and I got to play Persona.
He's being pulled in all directions.
I know.
Man.
First world video game problems.
That video game life,
I know.
Or would it be that gamer life,
Yeah, that would.
I'll make it work. Don't worry.
That player life.
Ooh.
Not quite the same. I don't know if you want to attach that to yourself.
I didn't say as player. I'm saying player. The player life.
Oh, so you're differentiating the A between the ER?
I am.
Is that what you're doing?
There's a difference. I'm telling you, there's a difference.
That's what all white people say.
Look, don't hate the player. Hate the video games.
I think it's that seat. That seat just makes people make bad jokes.
Apparently.
So it's not my fault. It's the seat. Well, we're coming to a close of our first solo What You Been Watching, What You Been Playing. David, did you have anything else?
That's it. That's more than enough for me.
We will be back shortly here if you're a big fan of our channel. And yes, I will be wearing...
of you.
All 29.
Hey, that number keeps going up. It makes me happy.
Yes,
so.
Tell your friends. Tell your mom. Tell everybody. Anyway, well, hey, good first episode, guys.
Yay.
I would high five, but then that'd be a little too corny. Right? No. Anyway, we'll see you next time.